Good morning and welcome to this week's Croes-y-Parc Chapel Sunday drop-in. And we're going to start our time together this morning by thinking about what is the world's greatest masterpiece.
What defines a masterpiece? For some, there is hope, the quiet stirring of potential. In a world marked by beauty and sorrow, chaos and harmony, how many people have walked the earth, burdened with the need to answer this question? Does this hunt for magnificence conclude in the artist's brush? Or in the details so carefully laid out, layer upon layer? We've hunted for as long as we've roamed, humanity searching for purpose, reason. But all this time, we've been looking in the wrong places. We've dismissed the clues laid out for us as trivial, blinded ourselves by our own sense of worth. And we've missed the answer, even when it stares us in the face. For when we realize that beyond such magnificent attention to detail, the most crafted creation of all draws its breath in you, formed to perfection in your mother's womb, each hair counted and each fingerprint shaped, none other bearing its form, carved and sculpted, shaped and refined, the world's greatest masterpiece, you. You are the world's greatest masterpiece. Because you are created by the world's greatest artist.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. My fashion sense, I'd modestly suggest, is second to none, in the sense that I'm very close to having none. Less of a clothes horse, more a donkey jacket man, really. If I ever look vaguely presentable, it's not by choice. I'm one of the growing band of men who's not allowed to buy clothes for himself due to my wife's fear of outraging public sensibilities. But if you can tell me what's wrong with kipper ties, flared pants or platform shoes, I'm willing to listen. God once told all his people what they should be wearing. Here's a bit from the Old Testament. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, throughout the generations to come, you are to make tassels on the corners of your garments with a blue cord on each tassel." And in ancient times, tassels were a part of the hem of a garment. Leaving aside God's specific command about tassels, there was already something important about hems and the like in the culture of the day. For a start, they were considered to be a significant social statement. The hem was the most ornate part of one's attire, and thus declared the wearer's importance before the world. But there was more to it than even that. It was taken as an extension of one's person. The tassels and hem were not only representing who you were, they were an integral part of who you were. Grasping the hem of one from whom you wanted something was considered the same as grasping the very identity of the owner, and hence it was shameful to refuse such a request. For the clergy of the day, importance, piety, holiness and authority were all expressed by the length of the fringes around the hem. Rabbis and priests' standing was instantly recognisable from the length of the fringe. And a modern echo of that is seen in the prison officer's keychain. Links are added every year to denote seniority. Let's jump to the New Testament. We're told about a woman who'd been hemorrhaging for 12 years, who sought Jesus out in a crowd. She thought to herself, "If I only touch his garment, I will get well." And Jesus sensed that she was there and said to her, Daughter, take courage, your faith has made you well. And at once the woman was made well. She touched the fringe of his cloak. Remember what I said about the hem or the fringe in that culture? You grasp that, you're grasping the person's identity. It would be shameful to refuse such a request. She has, metaphorically, clutched the essence of Christ, and she is healed. Now, we don't have the fringe of Christ's cloak to catch hold of. It was probably taken by a Roman soldier at the crucifixion when they divided up his clothes. We don't need the cloak, though. He wants us to catch hold of his essence, his personhood, his godhood. And just like the woman in the New Testament, we too have needs. Hers were pressing, ours might seem even more so. But actually, our primary need and hers are exactly the same. It's not really what Jesus might do for us when we lay hold of him. It is to recognize and embrace what he has already done for us. God bless and stay safe.
Jesus, you have called us. Come, follow me. Take up your cross, deny yourself, and live. Jesus,
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy these Sunday drop-ins, please do share them with other people, and we hope you'll be with us again next week. Until then, God bless.